Hey again, everybody out there in YouTube land. Once again, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the comments. I always enjoy them. If you have any questions, post them down below. But today I'm going to the auction again. It's Thursday. It's beautiful out. It's a nice day, which means it's going to be fun. Hopefully I don't come home with any lemons. So today, what I'm going to do is show you how to buy at the auction. I'm going to get there about an hour early. It depends on the size of the auction that you're going to. My auction has about 1,000 cars-ish, maybe a little bit more, every Thursday. So I'll go an hour early, maybe an hour and a half early, and I'll look through everything they have. So there's two ways to go about it. First is know what you want. That way you know, you walk in, you know what you're looking for, you go look, and you can price them out before you bid. The other way is how I do it. I don't know what I'm buying. So I can look at 15 cars today. I'll drive them, I'll inspect them, I'll price them out, I'll take notes. But then when they get to the auction block, they're all too much money and then I end up with none of them. However, I might hear something in a different lane and I'll run all the way over there because it's a really low price and I have 30 seconds to check it out while it's on the auction block really quickly. Hope it is as good as I think it is, and then bid on it from there. That's typically what I do. Way more of a gamble, but I get a better deal. So like I said, one is safer and one is a better deal. Which type of buyer are you? It's up to you to figure that out. So I'm gonna go anyway. I'm gonna find the cars I like. I can get what they call a run list. So you ask for a run list, it'll give you either everything running through today, or you can go and ask specific. If I'm looking for a Ford Mustang, I can say I want every Ford Mustang. It'll give you the lane and the run number. So each garage bay is a lane. For example, like this has A through F. So the A lane, A130 would be A lane, 130th car to run through. So if I know that an 04 Ford Mustang is A130, I can go look out in the A lane and it's the 130th car consecutively. And then it'll be the 130th car to run through so I can time my day out that way. What else can I tell you about it? All right, so I'm gonna go out there. You can't drive them like for a test drive out on the road, but what you can do is get in it, start it up, check all the fluids. You can drive it inside the auction slowly, feel it shift from first to second gear, slam on the brakes, make sure there's no clunking or serious problems. If it shifts from first to second, hopefully it shifts from second to third and so on. Try the reverse out. You can plug it into your scan tool. I recommend bringing a scan tool because a lot of times dealers will clear the light before they run it through. So if you bring your own scan tool, it will tell you if it was cleared or if it's actually ready, all the monitors are ready and set. So that's a helpful hint as well. So bring your own scan tool. Bring a notebook, so if you're looking at 15 cars, you can take a note on each car. The way I write it is, say, A130, 04 Ford Mustang, 107,000 miles. This is the price that it should be, and the way I find the price is two ways. I will go on my Kelley Blue Book app, KBB, and I'll look up trade-in. And typically, I want to be below trade-in. The other app I have is a dealer app, which you'd pay for, and you can scan the barcode on the door or on the dashboard, and it will come up with, mine will come up with auction pricing, so what they're averaging for at auction right now. You can enter the mileage, and it will change the pricing depending on the mileage, high or low, and then it will also give me an auto check history report. Very basic. It'll tell me how many owners, if it's actual mileage, stuff like that, but it won't give me a full history report. All right, so I'm going to head into the auction. Let's get started. All right, so I'm gonna get this out there. I know you all hate my purple sunglasses. You don't have to comment about them. They're the only ones I had, so deal with it. I'm in the auction now. We're here. The first thing I do, I get myself a bidder badge. The bidder badge gives you a specific number. It's usually by the time you get here, it's in consecutive order of how many people are here. So anyway, you put it on your shirt. I recommend not putting it on your shirt even though it's a sticker, because then your number's out there. If somebody thinks you're bidding, they can see your number, and then all of a sudden you bought a car and you didn't know you bought one. So put it on your card, put it in your notebook, whatever, and then you just hold it up every time you bid on a vehicle or when you win a vehicle. So I'm at the auction. You'll see here there are some motorcycles, there's a boat, there's a side-by-side over there, and then behind me are all the cars. I'm here early. I'm gonna go inspect first the motorcycles and everything, and then I'm gonna go check out some cars. All right, next. So I've been doing this a long time, 15 years or so, so I've made a name for myself and I've gotten to know a lot of dealers. I've learned who to buy from and who not to buy from. A lot of times I'll buy strictly from the new car stores. They get their trade-ins and then they bring them here because they're not going to sell anything with 100,000 miles or something, so I buy them at the auction from them. I don't commonly buy from used car dealers because why aren't they selling their own cars? If it was a good car, they'd sell it. If it's not a good car, they run it through the auction. So you're really taking a gamble unless you know the guy. If you know who it is, go up and ask them. And just a little point of information. If they say I don't know anything about the car, it's code for don't buy the car. You'll go up and ask the seller on the auction block, hey, you know anything about this car? How's the engine, how's the transmission? Oh, it's not my car. That's code for I know something's wrong with it, but I don't want to tell you about it, so if you buy it, too bad. So don't be afraid to ask them what's wrong with it if they know anything about it. If they don't know anything about it, don't buy it. If they can tell you all about it, you can look them in the eye and they seem like a straight shooter, you got that going for you. All right, so first things first, let's use this Denali for example. This is an 08 Denali 158K. How do I know that? Because it says 08 152K, the date, F lane 136. So it's running in the F lane at 136. I'm gonna check it out real quick. It's out in the lot, so I have a little bit more time. First thing is simple stuff. I'm gonna check the tires. They look like they're brand new. I'll walk around all four, check out all four. In New England, we get a lot of rust, so the stuff I wanna check is for rust. We got a little bit right here. I'm gonna check the bottoms of the doors, the rocker panels. I can open up the door, check it out right here. It's solid. Every car here is dirty. They're trade-ins. This is actually, F-Lane is a bank-owned, so it's a repossession. But expect it to be dirty, expect it to need things. They're always gonna need things. You're not buying a brand new retail car. You're in this job to buy them dirty, clean them up, and sell them for a profit. So we can see the leather interior is a little dirty. It has WeatherTech mats. This is nothing, even though they look filthy. They clean up well. It does have a DVD player and a third row seat. Make sure the driver's seat isn't ripped. So all this stuff, even though it looks dirty, will clean right up. It has the heated steering wheel, it has the nav and the backup camera. This is what people are gonna want. Obviously I can start it. So it comes with a set of keys. We can try it out. Look for check engine lights, make sure there are no dummy lights on the dashboard. Here we go, let's see, what's gonna shut off? So we have traction light, tire pressure light, brake light, check engine light, ABS. These things can all be taken care of, but take consideration when pricing it out. If you have your scan tool, you can see what the check engine light's on for. Is it on for an oxygen sensor or a gas cap, or is it on for a catalytic converter? You're changing from a $15 gas cap to an $800 catalytic converter can really fluctuate your price and then also what you should expect to pay. Take a walk around the whole car. Try all the windows out. Try the air conditioning. Make sure it all works. You can download an inspection sheet or an inspection checklist on Google. Take it with you and just check it off on each car you look at so you know what it does need and what it doesn't need. We can also open the hood. I'll check all the fluids, make sure the oil's not black, make sure the oil's not low. We can make sure it's not knocking or ticking. You can check the transmission fluid. All those things are stuff you should do prior to buying. Do your due diligence. So I'm going to walk around it one more time, open up all the doors, make sure everything opens and all the windows work, the AC's cold. I'm going to get underneath it and crawl on the ground on my back, so get dirty. I'm going to look underneath it, make sure it's not rotted or there's no mufflers falling off or rotted brake lines. So that's what I would check on this vehicle and every other one that I can do. Then I would take a few minutes to get in, test drive it. If you look at the auction, it's not a big place, but there are a couple short straightaways that I can actually maybe shift it from first to second, get up to 20, 25 miles an hour, and slam on the brakes real fast and hope I don't hit anybody. That is discouraged, although you should do it so you know what you're buying. Discouraged by the auction, I mean, but you should do it anyway just so you get a feel for the vehicle you're looking at. All right, so I'm going to use this Denali as the example today. It's an 08, 152,000 miles. I put it in my Kelley Blue Book app, which is a free app I can download onto my phone, and it tells me what it's worth. I want to check it in as fair to good. I don't want to go above that, even if it is in better shape, because I want it for as low as possible. So I check in the options and the mileage, and it tells me what trade-in value on fair condition is worth. So the values actually say I should pay around $6,700 for it, I know GMC Yukon Denali XLs in the Northeast are worth much more than that, and I know what I can sell it for. So it's gonna be more than that $6,700 that you see. If I get it for $6,700, I'll be very happy, but I'm expecting to pay closer to $7,500 or even more. Maybe not even get it because somebody else is gonna pay much higher than that even. All right, so I did my research, I got my run list, I wrote down my prices, I checked out the cars I want to check out. Now I know when they're running through, I want to be in that lane to check them out. However, I'm most likely not going to buy any of them. If I'm lucky, I will. What I am going to buy are the spontaneous, random ones that I see through the lane that I didn't get a chance to look at. So I'll show you in a minute all the cars running through the lanes A through F. I'm gonna check them all out as they're running through. So basically what I did before, besides driving it and getting underneath it, I'm gonna do it as fast as I possibly can. And I know my market well enough that I've been doing it for a while, so I should know what I should be able to sell those cars for. So you can't get underneath them, you can't drive them, but I know my market. Say you wanna make $1,000 over every car, plan on putting $500 in repairs, you wanna pay $1,500 under that price, okay? Plus auction fees, so don't forget the auction fees too. So now if I want to make $1,000, I'm going to put $500 into it. The auction fee is $200. I want to be $1,700 less than I expect to sell that car for. All right, so here's an 08 Volkswagen Jetta. I'm going to use this as my next example. It has 126,000 miles, 2.5 liter, automatic. Kelley Blue Book app says I should pay around $1,100 to $1,500 based on its condition. It says private party is $3,300. That's typically where I try to sell my cars at, is private party. So I know that I should be able to get around $3,300 for this vehicle. So let's do a quick walk around. I can see the scuffs all over the body. It has snow tires and it's summer, so everyone's gonna complain about that. Some rock chips all over the hood. I can't open the door because they won't allow us anymore, but I can peek in the window. I can see a traction control light is on, a check engine light, and a light bulb. It has leather seats and a couple dings and dents. All right, so I had the driver rev the engine, had a misfire. I could tell by hearing it, so if you're lucky, it's a coil and plug. If you're not lucky, it's head gasket, timing chain, misfire. It could be anything. That's a gamble. Right now it's running through at $800. $850. $900.
All in, all done, $900. I got even out here, $900. All in, all done, $900.
Okay, so it's sold for $850 plus the auction fee of $150, which means you're going to be into it for $1,000. If you're lucky and it's a coil and plug, you'll be out for $100 plus any extra items that it needs. So you could be into it for about $1,500. Kelley Blue Book said I should be able to sell it around $3,300. So there is profit to be made on that car, but it is a gamble also. All right, so the day is over. It was a long day. We got all of our vehicles transported back and forth. I ended up buying 4 cars today. I did buy that 08 GMC Yukon Denali. It ran great all the way home. I checked the check engine light before I purchased it. So what happened with that one was I bought it. I forget what the high bid was on top of my head, but it wasn't enough for the bank to sell it. So what they did was if it, which means hold on, we'll think about it. We have 2 hours to get back to you, and they can counter offer and come back with a higher price or just accept my bid. I cannot back out of it from there once it's on an if. I'm bound for it for 2 hours. So I did end up getting it for the price that I bid. Oftentimes they'll come back and say, I want $9,000, and I can say, no, I'll spend $8,600 or $8,700, and that's how you end up going back and forth and negotiating on an if bid. So I ended up getting that. I got a Mercedes C500, and I got a truck with a plow. And a Ford Expedition. So today was a pretty successful day for me. No lemons, everything made it home safely. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below. It took me 15 years of going to the auction to learn just what I told you today, and there is so much more I can elaborate on. So if you have any questions, just send me a message and I'll help you out. I'll do more videos about wholesale and other things. If there are other things at the auction you'd like to know about, let me know so I can make videos of that. And otherwise, please subscribe for more fun car stuff. Click like so other people get a chance to see this video. I hope this was helpful because, again, it took me a long time to learn these things. And hopefully I can send you some tricks of the trade and just a couple tidbits of information. See you later. Thanks for watching. Oh, and wear comfortable shoes because I put 14,000 steps on my Fitbit just walking around all day back and forth. So make sure you're comfortable. Thanks again. See you later.